Hello guys and welcome to another Mad Chili video. Today we're here in iRacing doing the Dallara IR1s. I'm probably a bit crazy. Also, I've turned down my mic volume on my OBS. Hopefully that works. It's really annoying actually. I've developed this thing with the headphones where I can actually hear myself in the headphones. So hopefully that I don't know, I haven't really, it didn't do it yesterday, but I don't know, it didn't pick up in the recording. I probably won't hear it while I'm racing anyway, but never mind. What am I doing anyway? So today we're doing this. I'm probably a bit crazy, as I said. I mean, what am I doing? These cars are extremely difficult to handle. I mean extremely difficult. They're a bit of a joke, to be honest. We're using a setup from Craig's setup shop. Got a subscription to him via Twitch Prime, so pretty cool. Anyway, out here, let's do some practice. So, we're going to be taking this thing around the Nurburgring. This is qualifying now.
Push. Okay, Morgan, we've got 2 laps. Let's get this done.
Yeah, this is qualifying, so just need to turn it off metric. I prefer it on Imperial. And we'll see how this goes. Now, again, yeah, so there's 12 people in there, can't afford, so they're probably looking for a top 6 finish, really, here.
Intake 6 clear, don't cross the white line.
And it seems entirely dependent where you finish here, based on how many people crash. My lap times were ended up in a bit hit and miss. Obviously now safety rating is counting. I'm going to be absolutely 110% careful not to spin it. And you may notice as well, the driving line is not here. That is because in this series, for whatever reason, the driving line is turned off. However, I actually discovered, doing practice, it's actually quicker without the driving line. So we'll see how this goes. I think this car sounds amazing, so even if I'm not that quick, you've got the sound of this wonderful thing to look forward to. And this is the onboard. From outside it sounds even more amazing. It's so difficult to drive though, I'll say that. Yeah, it's so difficult to drive. We're doing this in qualifying fuel, so that's pretty good. I'm not that quick. I'm kind of alright, but as I said, there are some people doing like 1 minute 40 laps because they can't control this thing. I'm slow, but I have vaguely figured out how to control this thing. Because it's quite similar to the F1 game. It's in how it is, so I'm quite alright with it. I brake a bit early there, although if you brake too late, it's an off track, so it's probably safer to brake slightly too late. And then here, I always spin. I've found going into 4th gear there, just to lower the RPMs a bit, seems to help. Obviously, this will be a new best for me because I haven't done many low fuel laps. I mean, the 133.0 that I set there was low fuel, but it was quite early on in my practice. So no! No, there we go. That's what I was hoping wouldn't happen. Right, we've got time to set another one.
Exit is clear.
But that's 2 incident points, and this is kind of highlighting why maybe I shouldn't be doing this series. I mean, it's a long race, but if I want to try and build safety rating, it's 39 laps by the way, but if I want to try and gain safety rating, then that's the last thing I need is to spin it out, and it's so easy to do that.
The leader has just done a 129.3.
Never mind, we'll go out, we'll take one more lap and hope it's a decent one. The thing is, if I do that in the race, you know, like, that's really bad. It's just, you know, I've got to be mindful of it. let's see how this goes. We've got 1 lap now. Oh, almost spun it again. See, it's so difficult to control this car.
The leader's just done a 129.1.
Right, on to our lap then. Let's see how this is. Lap 2 of 2, but come on, this is our only chance. I don't even mind what the lap time is, I just want to set a lap time. And I've just been told there is a pit stop. Okay, that's good to know. Right, be careful not to spin it here. Yes. I know it's very difficult. You have to go flat there, but you don't know if you have confidence to do it or not. Now, I'm probably not going round here as quick as is possible. I know that. I was close to losing it there. Matt lost me a lot of time, but across the line it's going to be a 132.6, which puts us P8.
Place.
So, not the best lap there. However, looking at that, I wasn't the worst. So that's what we're looking at, really. Now, for the race, I don't really know what tyres we want. So I'm going to be going with, obviously, fuel. We want 160 litres in total, I've been told roughly. I know that much. Well, we're taking in about 90 litres.
That's the end of the session.
The setup suggested 90 litres, so I'm going to put in no, they suggested 80, the base setup, so I'm going to put in 90, just to make sure. We'll wait a little bit, because I want to see what tyres people use. Like in real life F1, this does have soft, medium, and hard compound tyres. So I want to see what people are using. You can see soft, 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 so I think we'll go softs. Because that's what everyone else is using. It's what I have already put on. There you go. So you can see everyone pretty much is. There's a couple of people on the mediums, but most people are using the soft. So I'll just follow them. So P8 out of 12 because we actually set a successful lap. Now all we've got to do now, 39 laps, is just don't spin. Please don't. You know, it's all we've got to do to gain safety rating is just not mess this up. I mean, there's going to be carnage, I know that much. I mean, we can tell by the fact that out of 12 people, only 9 set a successful lap round the Nurburgring, which is actually, you know, the GP circuit. Is probably, there's definitely more difficult circuits this thing could have gone to this week. I'm pretty sure circuits like, I don't know, maybe like Suzuka, that's got a lot more corners, a lot of fast corners. They were at Silverstone last week. You know, there's quite a few. I mean, this place has got a couple of slower corners that are going to be quite difficult. However, it is kind of, you know, it's alright. You got people here doing 1 minute 29s, 1 minute. So that's kind of what to aim for, the quick guys. I think I could have done a 1 minute 31 if I was quick enough. Obviously, we messed up part of that lap. Now, in terms of the pit stop, I don't quite know what we want. It'll probably be fuel, about 80 gallons, so I'm going to pop in 80 gallons here. I'm glad to see it's a rolling start, because these things... Oh, 80 gallons, not gallons. It's about 22 litres. I don't know, actually, crew chief will actually fuel us to the end as well. That setting is
P8,
ticked.
39 laps.
Oh dear, I'm sneezing now.
Follow car number 9 in the right lane.
So out of 12 then, only 9 cars have made it. And we'll see how this race goes. Again, the aim, just don't spin it. To be honest, I think that's what we're going for here today. But, you know, no matter what happens, if we get to the end of this 39 laps and we gain safety rating, I don't care what else happens. You know, like, I could lose 100 iRating. But if I was to gain safety rating, get out of this race and be like, oh, I did one of these races, I'd be happy.
Okay, Morgan, get ready.
Right, lights out, away we go. I totally messed up that start. Okay, 2 people were starting in the pits, actually.
Right side, clear on the right.
Alright, I've gotten away alright. Someone's already disconnected, that's how long it took for someone to disconnect. So not long, it really didn't take long. Also, I'm being really gentle through some of these corners. I just don't want to spin, you know, like... This is a marathon, this race. It's a long race, you know? It's going from 2nd to 3rd in this car is really difficult. Right, we're up to P7 then on this lap.
Position.
I'm surprised more people haven't binned it on the first lap, to be honest. I thought there'd be way more people binning it, I will be honest. However, out of the 12 that were due to take part, we have only got 10 left. So...
We estimate 41 laps of fuel remaining, 2
Wait,
litres
what?
per lap.
No, it's not 41 laps left. I have to stop, obviously, surely. Right, losing contact with the cars ahead now. Car behind 0.8 seconds. Behind that, we do have a nice little cushion. So we should be good for at least 8th, I think, here. We're obviously in 7th right now. So I reckon a top 6 would probably gain his iRating. So not too bad, really.
Last lap was at 134.3.
Big lock-up, that wasn't good. Tried a little bit too late on the brakes there. Oh, someone's binned it from 5th place. Oh, they almost come back on the track in front of me there. So there you go, that's the first person to bin it then. And this is what I mean. This is going to happen a lot, I think. These cars, being as difficult as they are, they're going to catch people out. I mean, you saw in qualifying, I got caught out by it. When those faster people could make their way back through the field, however, like real Formula 1 cars, if these get front wing damage, you're basically dead. Like, it's a lot of damage because these things rely on downforce. particularly in those quicker corners. They really rely on their downforce. And without it, they are so much slower. Like, if you've ever played the F1 game and you've damaged your front wing, you know it.
Alright, Morgan, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes.
This guy behind me is getting really close now. Amazingly, we've made it to lap 4. Who knows how?
We think about 20 laps remaining on this tank. 3.8 litres per lap. We
That's
will
more
need to
like
add
it.
60 litres to get to the end. Our refuelling window opens on lap 8 and it should close on lap 23.
So there's some information on the refuelling then. I don't know why I keep lifting through there, you really don't need to lift. Oh, that was a snap there from the car. That last bit of that lap was pretty decent. We're doing 1 minute 34, so not too bad. No! No! Oh, I just misjudged braking into that corner and boom.
We've been warned about track limits.
Oh, I can't believe that. I knew that would happen at some point. Well, there you go, guys. You got one incident from me. Luckily, no damage. Just misjudged braking, that's all. We're back to 8th place now. That guy who made the mistake is actually in the pits right now. However, I don't think you can make it quite to the end on a tank from here. I don't know, according to crew chief, we have to go to at least lap 8. And remember, I added more fuel at the start as well. If you went with the base 80 litres, you'd have to go probably a bit further than lap 8. So, lap 4, they're pitting on effectively. I'm not totally sure if that works. But we're going to have to go chasing back after car number 10 here. I think I can get car number 10. I'm pretty sure.
The gap in front is now 3.0.
Obviously, it's kind of waiting for them to make a mistake now. I've made mine, and we'll just hope there isn't another one. Because these things are difficult. Yeah, this corner here, it's like I never know where to brake really. Oh, that was close. That was close to losing it. Remember, if we lose it, it's 2 incident points as well. That's the big thing. If you go off track, it's only the one, and you can get a couple of them. But if you lose control, you're going to lose more time and 2 incident points. So we really don't want that. As I said, if I can get out of this with a positive safety rating, that's what I want, you know, positive safety rating. It's a long race. And as you can probably tell in the video, this is quite a difficult car. I mean, I've mentioned it several times already. I mean, I do recommend you have a go in this car if you can get it. It is extremely fun. It's like an F1 car. It's like the F1 game, you know. It is really, really fast. But do be prepared for the fact that you don't have a driving line. It is open setup. And it is very difficult to control. But it's a cool little car, this. They are 1 minute 33, so our times are coming down. Oh, I almost missed at the braking in there. I was trying to go a little bit quicker and didn't quite work out. Someone said thanks, so I'm guessing they got like spun out or something. I mean, I don't know what else there would be to say thanks about, unless it was someone getting out of the way who was a lap down, maybe. It must have been the lap down one, because I haven't seen anything.
The gap in front has increased to 3.4.
So the gap in front is actually increasing a little bit now, so... maybe my pace isn't quite there. However, 3 seconds is a perfect amount of a margin, where if something went wrong, we'd probably be able to do something about it. As in, get them. We'll be able to pass them. And my lap times are getting better as well, as I'm getting used to the track and the car and learning where you can and can't push it. Oh, messed up through there that time, that was not good. Although doing that kind of line does get you a better exit if you look at the gained versus loss on my steering wheel.
We estimate 60 laps of fuel left, 3.8 litres per lap. We'll need to add 60 litres to get to the end. The leader has just done it on 30.2.
I don't know whether people take new tyres or not. By the looks of it, we can see how our tyres are degrading. So we'll check back on that in a bit. I suggest we're going to pit about lap 20, like right in the middle. Normally in these races, pitting in the middle is normally the strategy to go with.
The gap in front is increasing. It's now 4.1.
Okay, the gap ahead's actually gone up this time. Because my lap times have stayed the same, and everyone else is getting better, so... maybe we are stuck for 8th place here. No! 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 I knew it would happen at some point. There you go, that's our first spin.
The car behind is catching. The gap's now 18 seconds.
Right, we're now up to 300 points, so I don't really want to lose it again. Don't think I can lose it again, so we'll see how this goes. I was surprised that corner didn't catch me out sooner, to be honest. How does everyone else drive this car for so long without spinning? It's insane. Like, you can see down the bottom left my telemetry, and I am going to be quite gentle. Well, that lap was actually alright. if it wasn't for the spin. Right. When there are already people appearing, obviously, on our relative that are ready to lap us. So we will get lapped at some point, I suspect. I'm just going to hope that more chaos happens. Also, remember, there were 12 cars in this lobby, so being 8th, obviously, is better than 12th. So the iRating loss won't be too bad. I'm car number 4. It's not like I'm car number 1. Oi! That was close. That was really close. I took a bit of a funny line. I need to concentrate. It's not like other iRacing cars, this, where you can sort of zone out and just enjoy the race.
The front has increased. It's now about 12 seconds.
With this car, you do need to properly... Yeah, with this car, you do need to properly concentrate and...
The guy behind's really new.
Drive it properly.
9.5 seconds.
We went flat through there that time. Much better. Right, on to lap 12 now. This lap was alright, this last one it will be in 1 minute, yeah, 1 minute 33.7 there, so. And at that lap time we're actually, I think we closed a good half a second on the car ahead, and the car behind we pulled away a second. So, if we can keep setting laps like that, we're good. That's all we need to do, just keep setting laps like that. I mean, first place will catch us eventually. They are a good 4 seconds a lap quicker. When they do come to get past, I'm just going to step out of the way, let them by nicely. I don't want any trouble. Right, gap ahead's actually grown a little bit this time. Gap behind is also growing. So I think I'm pretty stuck in 8th place, to be honest. I think that's where I kind of deserve to be. Obviously, it would have been 9th if that person didn't disconnect. They are only a lap down, that person, so... could potentially do something. 133.8 that last lap, so we want to be getting a little bit more into those 33s. Oh, I went a bit wide there, and obviously a 32 would be nice. We'll probably start getting better laps towards the end on lower fuel. There we go, this car is starting to feel a bit better now. I think I'm starting to get used to it. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm not cutting that chicane more, it does seem you get an off track for it if you like slightly go over the curb. That's why I'm not. That lap time was a lot better. What was that? A 1:33.7 again, so...
The lap time was at 1:33.8.
Wasn't a 0.8, it was 0.7. My crew chief can't read. I mean, look in the bottom right for yourself, guys. It says 0.7. Anyway. I know he's just rounding it, but it's still a 0.7. These people ahead not lost the car. Like, so far I've only seen one person lose control of their car, and they had quite bad damage, but like, why only one? Oh, that was close. That was so close. I almost spun that out. What? I specifically tried to avoid that. How is that an off track?
You'll need to give back the time gained.
That was terrible. How was that an off track? I broke a little bit late, but then I tried to avoid it, but then somehow it's still an off track. That's what I mean about cutting the chicane. I didn't even cut it, and it's an off track, and a second and a half slow down. No! No! 5 incident points.
Warning. Keep it tidy, please, Morgan.
Oh, we can't. I don't really know what the incident point kind of limit is here to gain safety rating. Obviously, it's such a long race. That is a benefit. Obviously, the longer. I mean, in the Simlab Production Car Challenge, depending on the track, in 25 minutes you can get about 4
The car behind is
incidents.
really quick. The gap is now 8.9 seconds.
So 4 incidents in 25 minutes. I reckon you can probably get about 6 or 7 and get away with it. So I don't really want any more. Obviously we're on 5 now. By the way, if anyone's wondering, will we do this series again? The answer is probably no. As fun as it is, it's just crazy. Like, if I was really quick and had confidence in this car, maybe. But I don't. The car behind's actually started catching a little bit. Times have started getting better towards the start of the lap, but then I kind of lose all the time as we get towards the end. this lap's been pretty good actually. I mean, the thing is, I keep having really good laps and then messing up the last bit. So. Oh, there you go, this lap was good. This was a new best. There you go, 133.3.
Just done a 133.3.
So I need to do that more often. Those laps
Okay, Morgan,
will
that's
catch
good
me
consistency. Keep it
up to 7th place. If I can do those every time. After those few dodgy laps that I had, the gap actually went up to around 18 seconds at one point, so we're doing alright. First place is now only 12 seconds away.
Away from the guy behind. The gap's now 9.4 seconds.
However, it is getting to the point now where we need to pit, and I think I would like it if maybe when those guys got close to lapping us, we pitted. I think that would be quite a good idea. Now, in terms of tyres, I don't really know if we need any tyres. My lap times haven't really fallen away, have they? So. Alright, that was the guy that was a lap down there, disconnecting.
Okay, Morgan, there's a car exiting the pits. Heads up.
So my tyres are still looking. I don't think that's updated, actually. I don't think that's updated. I'll try asking crew chief, see if he says anything. How are my tyres? Nothing.
Speak more clearly, I can't hear you.
How are my tyres?
Oh no, I just can't hear you.
Alright, forget that then. Crew chief can never hear you. That's kind of how it works. Right, I think we're going to pit this lap. This guy ahead is pitted and he's come out ahead of us. That's how slow I am.
The gap ahead is now 3.7.
I'm going to pit this lap then. Crew chief should auto-fill me. If not, we'll go up to about 22 gallons. Which will be enough, I think. Now, I'm going to be very gentle coming into the pits. I'm not really going to floor it.
Engage limiter. Alright, Morgan, we'll fuel you to the end of the race.
Right, so they're going to fuel me to the end. Now the bit I wait to see is if that is correct. That doesn't look like enough to me. I think I'm going to add a bit more just in case. But I'm going to add a little bit more in case because I honestly don't think that's enough. Maybe it's just me. That's definitely enough, I think, what I put in there. But I'm not sure what they told me was enough.
Your exit is clear. Watch the white line.
You know, the car feels so odd now, actually, because we're all filled up. I mean, I know we didn't take tyres, so maybe we should have. I don't really know.
We think about 26 laps remaining on this tank. 3.7 litres per lap.
So this can go to 26 laps, so maybe the amount they put in was correct, but it turns out it was so close. It was actually so close to put in. It basically didn't take very long to put in anything. Actually, I think I should have taken tyres. These tyres feel quite weird now. They feel quite second hand with the higher fuel level on board. The bright side is that we were practically in last anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
The car ahead's pitting.
And the bonus is as well, because I successfully did a pit
Car
stop,
rejoining.
if anyone else gets a penalty, for example, then that will be a benefit to me. Because I didn't get any penalties. So we'll see what happens. That car behind that was with us seems to have lost a lot of time. They're saying something in text chat, so obviously maybe something's happened there, because they were 10 seconds behind me. They're now 18 seconds behind me, so something has clearly happened to them. I mean, I highly doubt it takes 9 seconds to change tyres. Even in the Legacy Indy car, it takes about 6 seconds to change tyres. And that car was from 8 years ago, so pit stop times were slower then in iRacing, so we'll see what happens. We've got a blue flag to let someone by. Obviously, yeah, my lap times are a good bit slower than they were earlier now.
The leader is pitting.
So I thought I should have taken tyres.
Blue flag.
Well, be nice and let this guy go.
Blue flag. The track temperature is decreasing. It's now 22 Celsius. Okay, Morgan, that's half distance. You're looking good for fuel. Blue flag.
So there you go, just getting out of the way for people because I'm nice. I want to avoid a crash. I want people to know I'm quite a good driver in terms of safety. Because obviously, you know, I don't want to crash into them. I don't want to cause them problems. Really, I wanted them to lap me in the pit stop phase, but I guess that never really happened, so never mind. But yeah, I think we should have taken tyres. If you look at our lap times on the steering wheel, like gain versus loss, we are losing quite a bit because obviously before our lap times were going up on these tyres because we had less fuel, but now we've put more fuel in, you can notice the tyre wear. I was saying that though, on the pit stop, they were only 94%, no 74%, so, you know, they clearly didn't get worn up that much, so maybe we are okay. Obviously, it could also, remember at the start of the race, we were doing 1 minute 36s, 1 minute 35s, so on heavier fuel, you are slower. Obviously, these cars are so light that fuel is a massive difference. I mean, it makes a difference in something like a GT car, but only a little bit. I'm not sure what that sound was. Something must have fell. Oh, I see it. It's okay. I've recently got an external hard drive, so it's just fallen from where it was. It's alright, don't worry. Right, 17 seconds to the car behind. So I think we're pretty good here for an 8th place finish. And then anything more than that is going to be a bonus. And to be honest, even if we hadn't made that mistake at the start when we went wide, I think those guys would have got me in the end anyway. They are definitely quicker than me.
Should be about 23 laps of fuel left, 3.7 litres per lap.
Oh, I totally messed up that. That was not good. I totally missed my braking point there. But I don't want to get an off track or anything, so I had to properly slam on the brakes. So that cost us 5 seconds. Well, not quite that much actually, more like 3 or 4. I think, yeah, 3 seconds we'll say, because he was 17 seconds behind the guy behind, he's now 14. So it only cost us 3 seconds, it's better than 5. Just can't go doing that too often. Because I am quicker than the guy behind, but not by a lot. Properly maxing out the speed through there. Gap behind's now 14.5 seconds, so they might have made a mistake as well. Not much though, it's fine. This really is a long race, it feels long. This race is just... I think it might be getting on for about an hour by the time we finish, I don't know. Right, blue flag is out.
The gap behind is now 16 seconds.
I need to try and think about somewhere to let this guy by, because this area isn't really suitable. I think we'll do it on the next straight. What? Are you joking me?
Stewards have warned us about track limits. Keep it between the lines.
What did I just get an off track for then? I went wide to let that guy go, and I got an off track. Are you joking me? Can anyone say, comment down below what on earth that off track was for? I didn't touch the grass. Okay, that's really annoyed me, but what was that for? If I lose safety rating by a little bit now, and it's because of that incident, what was that for? Okay, that's a really weird incident point. Yeah, so according to iRacing, yeah, let's get this straight. It is unsafe that I let somebody by rather than being a pain and blocking them, forcing them to dive me and cause a crash. Yep. So I avoided a crash situation, and that's unsafe. Yep. Good job, iRacing. And that's why safety rating don't make any sense at all. I think there should be a separate rating called mistake rating, reserved for off tracks. Like, going off track is a mistake. It's not unsafe. Losing control might be, that is kind of unsafe. You might cause a crash doing that. But just brushing the grass, I mean, come on, that's not unsafe. It might be a mistake, but it's not unsafe. So it's not safety rating. Right, on the straight here, we'll have a look at where 7th place is. Okay, somehow they're an entire lap ahead of us. We'll wait and see what happens now. They were about 17, 18 seconds ahead of us. Maybe they haven't pitted. They must not have pitted yet. What did Creasy say at the start? Like lap I don't know, it didn't say like lap 23 though. You could go to. I mean, if they filled up full, then you could probably get to like lap 30.
Laps of fuel remaining. 3.7 litres per lap.
Because I haven't actually seen any names in the pits yet, so that's probably why. Well, I messed that up a bit.
The gap behind has now decreased to 13 seconds.
I think someone got taken out there. Because that guy ahead of us, he was about 30 seconds away, and then suddenly 2 seconds got knocked off that. So I think something may have happened there. Maybe between him and a lap. Yeah, there's a lap car there. Maybe something happened between him and that lap car then. And they're 28 seconds ahead, so I'm pretty sure they haven't pitted. Like, there's no way they gained 10 seconds in a pit stop. Because my pit stop was actually pretty good as well. Like, I maybe put in a bit too much fuel. Although that probably would only cost me 2 or 3 seconds. Who knows? Oh, they're saying that if they took new tyres and I didn't, that might explain the sudden rise in gap. Because I definitely should have taken new tyres. I think. You know, the times were going down and down. And then ever since the pit stop, they've been going, they've been back to what they were before. Because this car is heavy, and on old tyres. Oh, at this lap, you can see we're only about 3/10 down on our best, so maybe as we start to lighten our load, we're getting a bit better. Gap behind is 12 seconds, so it's... Without mistakes from me, that gap stays about the same. Right, on to lap 28 now, so we're getting to the closing stages. I mean, there's still 10 laps left, but
the track temperature is increasing. It's now 24 Celsius.
That line I did through there, I'm not sure if that was quicker. I think I slowed down a bit too much. Gap ahead to P7 has actually come down slightly. It was 29 seconds, or they're saying that it's probably what part of the circuit they're on. It does vary the gap.
The gap behind is now 12 seconds.
Gap behind on the relative looks like it's coming down, although gap on the stamp of the lap timing looks about the same. So I don't know whether it's based on what part of the circuit we're on or something, I can't really tell. Oh, this lap has actually been quite bad for me, so it could be something to do with that. we're like 2 seconds down that lap. We need to get on with this. We should have taken new tyres. I'm almost totally convinced now. It's probably why that guy's catching us a little bit. On the first part of the lap's still okay, but then you get into the bits that do require tyres, like this corner, and you can really notice that the tyres are starting to go away. And on that last pit stop, our right front was the one that looked quite worn. It was like 74% out of 100. 74%, 100% being not worn at all, that is. But on the F1 game, that would be equated to 26% tyre wear. And at about 35-40% is where you want to think about changing the tyres, definitely. So, maybe... I think it would have been wise. I don't know how long it would have taken to change tyres, but... judging by the fact that the person behind us came out about 17 seconds behind, and now they're only 10 seconds behind, suggests that maybe new tyres would have been a good way to go. I've just got to try and do the best laps I can now. It's kind of all I can do. Although our run through there that time was actually really good. I think the fuel is starting to go down now to the point where and that's another thing as well. We may have put in too much fuel, but I added a good 6 gallons on from what crew chief suggested.
Should be about 15 laps of fuel left. 3.7 litres per lap.
As I said, I mean, now our fuel is coming down. You can see our laps are starting to get more even to what we were doing earlier. And the car starts to feel a bit better as well.
The gap behind is now 12 seconds.
And the gap behind started coming up again now, so that's good. Gap ahead has stayed about 28 seconds, so yeah. If I hadn't made that mistake and let car number 10 by, I think we may have had a chance at keeping the gap to them. However, the car that was directly behind us, that was a lot quicker than us. That was always going to find the way past. Broke a bit late there, that wasn't good. Obviously, don't extend the track, because that's a one interval point. Car behind's actually really caught me there quite a bit, because I messed that up. And car number 5 made a mistake. No, not car number 5, car number 9 in P5. They were going backwards. So if that's... yeah, they're still going backwards. That must have been quite a big off then if that's what's happened. So if they have to pit, obviously remember no fast repairs in this series. So if they have bad damage, that could take them minutes to fix, which obviously would allow us past. So that would be nice if we could gain a position. I think they have got back going now. They are back on our screen. And I messed up this corner really badly because I wasn't paying attention. No! No! That's 7 incidents, but the guy behind's going to get us. No, that's not good. Right, 7 incidents and the car behind is right there, I just totally missed my braking.
The track temp's increasing. It's now 26 Celsius.
Too busy focusing on somebody else. So made a mistake. Not good. As I said, these cars need 100% concentration. I go off for 1 minute thinking about another person, and there we go. The thing is, a 9-second gap, they were slowly closing on me. But a 9-second gap would have been too much. A 1-second gap, yeah. I mean, P8's already bad, so I can't really let them gain any more. You know, P9 would be bad. Because not only will that be a position down, I think I would officially be the last person running if I finished in P9.
Don't be distracted. Defend your position.
Whoa, that was a bit aggressive.
Rate's clear.
No! How is that 4 incident points? How is that 4 incident points? That's not good. That is not good.
Every lap now, mate. There might still be chances here.
And there we
Pay
go.
attention to track limits. Please, Morgan.
12 incident points. 12 incident points. That's not all. We're going to lose quite a bit of safety rating, I
The
think,
leader's
now.
just done it. 129.8.
I mean, someone only lost a little bit of safety rating yesterday, getting 15 incidents. Actually, that was 2 days ago, so that was in Silverstone when they only did 34 laps. Obviously, we're doing 39. But no, that was... I can't believe that little tap was 4 incidents, though. And then obviously I went off, so 12 incident points. Oh, it was all going so well until I made that one mistake, and then he drove really aggressively, and that happened.
The gap in front has increased. It's now about 3.8.
I can't believe I'm not doing this series again. I think that's kind of quite certain. So the only thing I have for safety rating is the fact that this race is so long. Hopefully we can gain a bit. I've got to hope something goes seriously wrong for someone. Maybe there's a massive crash fighting over the leads or something. All I'm going to have to do now is basically get to the end without having any more incidents. And then, yeah.
You have 12 incidents.
I mean, P8 probably would have been okay for my rating, but P9 really destroys it, I think. So that guy's car number 11 as well. Yeah, it's like one mistake I made and that's it. That one mistake probably cost me 6 incidents. No, 5 incidents, yeah. I was on 6 incidents and I got 7 for going off, and then the 8th through to 12th, through to 11, was that guy hitting me. Well, to be honest, I can't believe that was incident point worthy, that incident. I mean, that was the smallest tap ever on his car, so I really can't believe
Blue flag.
that was 4 incidents, but oh well. I'm ahead of car number 8, car number 12, and then someone else who didn't start. So, you know. No, that's extra bad. I was trying to get out of their way and I spun out. I was trying to get out of their way and I just span. Oh dear, right, okay, this is extra bad now. 14 incident points, we're dead. I'm going to lose so much safety rating.
Blue flag.
Well, I knew I shouldn't have done this race, but I did it anyway. And look how that went. I'm not going to retire it early because every corner we do now is more safety rating. But yeah, the last 10 laps of this race have gone so bad. Like, up until that point, I think my race has gone okay. Like, we had only 6 incidents. You know, we were in 8th quite comfortably. And then one mistake, and then all of that's turned around. So, and that's what I mean about this series. It's just, it's fun, but I'd rather it was unranked. Like, it's just not, you know, it is a case of one mistake, and that's kind of it. And that's why it's not very popular. Like, it's one that I haven't mentioned really, but this series is not popular. I mean, like, it's the newest series of iRacing for road racing, and yet still, people don't really play it.
On your right. Right side's
In
clear.
fact, sometimes in the mornings, these races go unofficial. And then in the evenings, there's normally one split. I mean, compare that to, like, the Ferrari GT3 Challenge or something that gets 10 splits, or even the BMW series, the touring car series. It really isn't a very popular series. I can kind of see why now. I think now I've tried it, I can see why. Typically only lower I-rated people race in this series, and typically why not many people race in this series. I mean, it's every 2 hours this series, and still only 9 people registered. I mean, even the Rookie Street Stock series attracted that kind of attention, and that has, no, not the Rookie, the Class C Street Stock series attracts that kind of attention, and it has to go against all the other NASCAR series. You know, it's not new, it's not special, the iRacing Street Stock series, this is brand new. You know, this car is supposed to be crazy for everyone. However, I mean, I don't think it quite is. It was, maybe they should raise it to B class, and maybe that would be a bit better. I don't know. Yeah, I think the only reason they made it C class is because they thought no one would play it. No one
On
would
your
play
right.
it.
Right side's clear.
Yeah, we're going really slowly here, kind
One more
of.
lap to go.
I said I'm just kind of limping home to the finish here. Just trying not to. Yeah, that was the guy that was directly behind us at the start, so it kind of tells you how my race has gone, really. Quite badly. However, we'll see what the damage is like now. My only hope is this race is literally so long, like 39 laps. Well, I'll only be doing 38, I think, but this race is so long that we do have that. Obviously, we finished ahead of the carts in 10th, 11th, and 12th, so that's good. Yeah, just kind of limping round to the finish now.
P9.
And to be honest, every single incident apart from one, I mean actually no, apart from 5, because there was that off track that wasn't an off track, and then we had that weird one where just tapping someone was 4 incident points because they were driving aggressively.
First guys.
And they go across the line, there it is. It is.
P9, there we go, it's over. Bring it
These
back round.
headphones I have, these new headphones, on my right ear, they absolutely kill it. My left ear, though, is fine, it's weird. I'm positive my ears are the same shape, but maybe they're not. Anyway. You know, I don't really know how that race went, but let's just say it went badly. We finished ahead of car number 8, car number 12, and car number 6. In terms of what position, some cars were, I mean, even like, you know, Division 7. Luckily, the Division 7 guy, who would have had really low iRating, we are ahead of that guy, so that's a bonus. Overall, though, I think we could have got car number 11. I mean, even car number 11 is Division 5, and we're Division 2, so that's not a massive... You know, if a Division 7 guy beat us, that would have been bad. Why is my iRacing UI not open? Did it crash? That's weird. Okay, that's really strange. I don't know why my iRacing UI ain't open. It must have crashed while we were playing. Or something. Right. Just wait for the results now. I'm waiting for this to just go badly wrong. Anyway, later in the week, I am going to be taking part in the GTE challenge. Oh my, we only lost 0.04 safety rating. So there we go. We lost barely any safety rating, despite getting 14 incidents. So clearly this series is very good if you want to gain safety rating. If we hadn't had that incident at the end there, I think we would have gained quite a bit. Best lap, only a 33.3, so we were kind of deserving of our place, to be honest. 59 iRatings. The iRating side of it's quite bad, but the safety rating side of it, I'm actually quite surprised. I said if you want to do this series, I think it would be good for safety rating. However, for anything else, luckily, I didn't buy anything specifically for this series. I didn't plan... I planned to get the car so I could try it out. However, I didn't specifically buy anything. In fact, weeks 4 and 5, I actually can't do, because I don't own the tracks. I didn't specifically... But we're definitely not going to do that again. The things I specifically bought around, I bought my things around the IMSA Sports Car Championship and the GTE Endurance Series. That's kind of what I bought all my stuff around, and then all the other stuff was kind of a bonus, so I'm quite pleased about that. If I'd specifically bought all the tracks for Dallara iRacing, that's the reason I didn't know. I wasn't sure. You know, even in practice trying it out, I wasn't sure how the race would go. To be fair, that safety rating, I thought we'd be losing like 0.2, 0.3 safety rating. 14 incidents is quite bad. I mean, nobody went incident-free. No surprise there. Someone lost 84 iRating as well, so we weren't the worst. If we passed car number 11, we probably would have been maybe like minus 40 iRating as well. But, you know, my iRating is a bit of a shame. However, recently my road iRating has kind of been like that. But to be honest, as long as it's between, I think, 2600 and 2800, I think that's where my skill level lies. If you look at my road license, it's kind of been, over the last couple of weeks, a little bit up and down. But you can see, weirdly, in November, I did have a patch where I was pretty much consistently 2500. And then it went up when I started doing the Pontiacs. As I said, the one big thing you can see between here and here was the Pontiac at Watkins Glen. Because I was so quick there, and I was quite often against practically no opposition, I gained a good 140 iRating, 150 iRating. So that was kind of, that's the explanation for that sudden rise. When I was getting up to 3000 iRating, I was looking at some of the drivers who were 3000 iRating and thinking, hang on a minute, I'm not that quick. So, I'm not too bothered about that. So, as I've said in a lot of my videos, and you know, my iRating, I'm not so bothered about it. Whether I have 100 iRating or 10,000 iRating, I can do anything on the road platform with iRacing. But my safety rating, that's what matters. I'm going to try and get to A class, so I can take part in the iRacing Sprint Series. It used to be the iRacing Le Mans Sprint Series. I think it's called the European Sprint Series. There it is. That's the endurance version of it. But that's what I aimed to do. And obviously, this season, my primary racing is going to be done in the GTE Endurance Series. I've done quite a bit of practice while I'm Watkins Glen. I jumped in on I watched a practice session earlier on today. Yesterday, I mean, and my times were pretty decent. So expect me to stream those. 7 AM, it's a bit of an early one, but that's the time of the race. 7 AM on Saturday, and it'll be every 2 every 2 weeks on that Saturday then. So if we're looking, so the 2nd of January, and then it'll be the 16th of January, and so on, 30th, like that. That is providing I do like it at Watkins Glen. If Watkins Glen goes terribly, then I won't. But we'll see how it goes. Obviously, I'm really looking forward. I bought Canada. I bought all these circuits on here. So I'd look forward to Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. I love that circuit on the F1 game. So we'll see how that goes. But I hope everyone really enjoyed this one. It's been a bit of a long video and maybe a bit boring in terms of the racing. But as I said, the actual, it's the sounds that the cars make that's really impressive. They are absolutely amazing, those cars. And just the overall kind of like what it's like. It's awesome. But I hope everyone really enjoyed that one. Hope to see you in the next one. And bye-bye!